Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. This week I'll be practicing a bit of historic. Basically I did this blue-black control because I enjoy playing control quite a lot. It has a lot of cheap removal for our opponent's early game, which we can later then use for the Scarab God's ability and get more creatures on our side of the field. We also have some card draw, counters, the usual control stuff, some board wipes, and also the Torrential Gearhulk Sublime Epiphany combo. Because if you flashback the Sublime Epiphany, you get to copy the Gearhulk again and get another trigger of it, which usually ends the game. So let's go to the matches now. So I'm gonna keep this hand. It's quite balanced. I have early removal, and with Supreme Will I can either counter or dig in the deck for anything I might need. And then we have the Gearhulk as a top end to flashback any instance we had already used. Looks like we might no longer have the Gearhulk. So I'll use my Supreme Will to dig in the deck and try to find something else. So I'll counter Uro. This way it didn't enter the battlefield and they don't get any advantages. I think I'm going to keep the game slow for the time being. Counter their stuff. But now I might look for something with the other Supreme Will. Maybe a Scarab God, so I can start taking their creatures. Or I can take another Gearhulk. I should have cracked the Fabled Passage beforehand. Just in case I got a basic land in the top 4 I looked with the Supreme Will. I actually think I'm going to flashback the Gearhulk into Supreme Will, so I can look up for more stuff and start pressuring my opponent. Epiphany is quite good here. I mean, it should pretty much end the game. I can copy my Gearhulk if they try something, and counter their stuff. So I'm going to counter that, copy my creature, draw a card. This should pretty much be game. Another Gearhulk, that's quite good. I'll copy the Epiphany again. Copy target creature and draw a card. dig for something with the Supreme Will. Get another counter, so we're well protected. And basically that's our opponent scooping. So this is another good hand. I'm going to keep it. I think I will lead with the Fabled Passage, so then from turn 2 onward I can keep playing my lands untapped and not fall behind. I'm going to fetch a swamp, since I already have an island and a watery grave in my hand, and once the Atskanta flips it gives me blue as well. I'll go ahead and get the Atskanta going. Start digging into our deck to look for stuff I can use later on in the game. So that card might be annoying, but I don't think it's protected from the exile effect of Extinction Event, so it doesn't matter for the time being. I'm going to let them keep it. Kill the Selfless Savior with push. Sure. We'll see what they find. Maybe we get new targets for the push or eliminate. That wasn't a very effective Coco, I must say. I'm going to push the Savior now. No point leaving it around for later on. I'm going to discard the Vraska, since it's not going to do much against a card that's protected from black. I really would like to get a land now so I can play my Scarab God. But looks like we're on the right track. I would like to counter that, as I would like to keep my search around for a bit. I really would like to hit my land drop here, but I think I'm going to keep the Epiphany. Hang on, how many cards do I have? Actually, I'm going to discard it. Okay, this is way better. I can later on flash back the Sublime Epiphany with my Gear Hulk. And our opponent scoops. So I'm going to keep this hand, play a tapped land first, so I can have turn to a search going, and then I have removal as well as the Gear Hulk. No point taking damage from the Watery Grave for the time being. I can play it next turn since we don't have any 3 drops. well, okay. So this looks like a slow hand, but I'm gonna keep it. Played round Catacombs first, so next turn I'll have Fatal Push-Up, and if we draw an untapped source, untapped land, I'll have a Eliminate up as well. I might need to cycle my Neutralize next turn, as I really want to hit my land drops. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cycle it. I get blue. Since our hand is more heavy blue, actually I could have played it in black since we had removal up, but doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm going to play Narset for the time being. Maybe I'll want to counter something. Looks like they're kind of a prowess deck. Maybe they have the Stormwing Entity, which I would like to counter. And if not, I'll just go ahead and push the Sprite Dragon. Or I can also eliminate it, so next time I'll have Narset and push up. I think I'm going to eliminate, so next turn I can double spell if I need to. This way I have Fatal Push. It can still kill their Sprite Dragon or the Electromancer, I believe I saw. Yeah. So I'm hoping they use some pump spells or something, so I'll get even more value for my push. Looks like they're targeting Narset. I'm going to push the dragon, since Narset messes their strategy a bit, since they like drawing cards as well. Now next turn I'm going to have Atskanta going, as well as leave Supreme Will up. So I can counter their threats, or maybe dig for something in my deck. Actually, I like to counter that. Now from next turn we'll have Gearhulk online, and we should be sailing for a victory. I don't think I really want this. I mean, I've hit my 6 land drops now. So the Gearhulk is online. Yeah, they can draw. They don't have a lot of mana, so if they try to play another dragon or Drake, I can try to counter that. Yeah, sure. Draw. So actually I'm gonna counter this because this leaves them with almost no hand. And now I'll start attacking myself. And that's another victory for us. So as you can see, the deck functions quite well. I hope you will enjoy it and maybe try it out. In the meantime, I'll see you next week. Bye.